Welcome to Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. I'm Peter Gross, co-host of the original Wild Kingdom with Marlin, Perkins, and Jim Fowler. For more than 50 years, Wild Kingdom explored wildlife and our natural world. Tonight's episode, and many others, focus on the timeless value of wildlife conservation. Wild Kingdom played a critical role in changing public attitudes about the importance of animals for the health of our planet and our own quality of life. We challenge viewers to learn about animals and get involved in conservation in their local communities. That call to action resulted in more visits to local zoos, nature preserves, and even observing animals in their natural habitats. And that connection with animals benefits all of us in the Wild Kingdom. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Hello, welcome to Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. In many ways, the mind of a cat has always been a mystery to man, whether it's a house cat or a bobcat born in the wild like this one. There's nothing quite as playful and friendly as a little kitten. But on the other hand, few animals can suddenly become a more vicious and deadly hunter.
The bobcat has several names. It's called the wildcat, and it's also called the red lynx. But when you look at this very short tail, you can see why it's usually called the bobcat. It seems to me that all cats, especially young ones like this, live and learn mostly by instinct. And when I feed her this piece of meat, I think you can see that already instinct has taught her to guard her food.
We're all quite familiar with house cats, but few of us ever have the opportunity to observe a family of cats grow up that are as truly wild and free as the bobcat. It's fairly common, and is found throughout the United States, except for an area in the central part of the country. It's also very elusive and seldom seen. To observe one in the wild is an unforgettable experience. It all started on a ledge above a remote valley in the wilds of southern Utah, an area that's truly a bobcat kingdom. A wonderful place for a mother bobcat to raise her young. A land of green forests, mountains of many colors, and swift tumbling waters. Jim and I moved into the area searching for signs of the bobcat family. Suddenly, Jim spotted a movement high on a ledge, a mother bobcat and her two kittens. Someone else has spotted them too, a fast-flying prairie falcon. She's built her nest on this ledge, and the family has wandered too close to her home. She immediately accepts the challenge. Diving at 180 miles per hour, 2 pounds of feathered fury can easily knock a full-grown bobcat off the ledge. Two attacks are enough. The mother falcon has made her point. This is her corner of Bobcat Kingdom. They won't be back. I left the valley and followed the family to their den. It was well hidden in a cleft in the rocks. Mother bobcats are very devoted to their young. After their trip to the high country, they needed to be washed. They're still very young, about 8 weeks old, and they take up all Mother's time. She has to feed and protect them and see that they don't get into trouble. Mother leaves to go hunting on the rock cliffs near the den. Already the kittens are showing signs of things to come. It won't be long before they'll be jumping not at each other, but at their prey. And then they won't be playing. I noticed they were moving away from the den. Suddenly, danger. It's a bull snake, non-poisonous but still dangerous to inquisitive young kittens. Mother sees the danger. "24 pounds of maternal fury and 2 strong jaws add up to 1 dead bull snake. Making quite sure the snake is dead, Mother Bobcat carries it off. Back at the den, the kittens soon forget the danger that has passed and go on with their game as if nothing had happened. But Mother can never forget that she has 2 hungry mouths to feed. She goes to their favorite hunting ground. A sudden movement. It's a rock squirrel, so well camouflaged I can hardly see it. But the cat's sharp eyes spot it immediately. The kittens are hungry and restless. It's been a long day, and they still haven't had anything to eat. Mother calls the kittens with a low mewing sound. Junior decides he wants it all for himself. It's a pretty big squirrel, and a little too much for one baby bobcat to handle. He'll have to have some help, but that's always available when food is around. Of all the inhabitants in Bobcat Kingdom, Mr. Skunk is the least welcome. He stamps his feet as a warning. Up goes the tail. That's a danger sign. That odor is going to cling closer than her spots. No amount of rubbing will get rid of it. One more lesson for Junior. Never tangle with a skunk, not if you want to keep a nice clean home. After that experience, Mother decides they all need some fresh air. Besides, it's time the kittens learn more about life outside the den and the ways of Bobcat Kingdom. As the young cats grow older, they no longer have to depend on the safety of the den, and quickly gain more and more experience in learning how to master their new kingdom. It's time now to leave the high country. Pelican Lake in the valley below will be a good place to teach the kittens how to hunt. It's a long way down there, and for Junior, the first step is the hardest. Off they go toward the lake shore on their first real adventure in the wilds. I follow them as best I can, hoping they don't see me. This should be exciting. Pelicans hunted by bobcats, something very few people have seen. In the colony, there are young pelicans of different ages, some as young as 4 weeks old, small enough for the kittens to practice hunting on. Bypassing the older group, the mother bobcat singles out her prey. The baby pelican puts up a good fight, but mother has deliberately slowed him down. Now he'll be easier for the kitten to tackle. Junior has to get there first. There seems to be a lot of obstacles in the way. A big beak is just too much for the baby bobcat, but good experience for him just the same. Mother suddenly heads for the lake. Junior doesn't have to be called twice, and a scared pelican returns to the flock.
I followed the bobcats after they left the pelicans. The female has spotted something at the water's edge. Slowly and silently, she creeps forward, every muscle taut and ready. This is a real hunter moving in for the kill. It's a carp feeding in the shallows. She's looking for food for her young. This will make good eating. The bobcat is quick and agile with her claws, and now a meal of fish is waiting for the young. But I see that the bobcat is interested in something else. A beaver apparently owns a stream nearby, and he's not about to be driven out by a bobcat. But if there's going to be a battle, the beaver would rather fight in the water where he has the advantage. There are few animals that have the nerve to tackle a beaver. Its sharp teeth are dangerous weapons, but a bobcat doesn't give up easily and has infinite patience. The beaver is in his element and the bobcat knows it. She's just not built for fighting in the water. Beavers are tough, and the mother bobcat will have to accept the fact that she doesn't own all of Bobcat Kingdom. The kittens are looking for new adventure, and mother is right behind. Although they can't match a beaver, bobcats are one of the few cats that seem to like the water. The only way a young bobcat learns to swim is to jump right in. The kitten is doing well. But like all mothers, the bobcat seems to be concerned that the young one won't go off too far. All right, Junior, everybody out of the pool. The young cat has been introduced to one more element of life in the wild kingdom. Later on, this swimming lesson could be an important step in his learning to survive. He also learns it's a lot easier to get wet than to get dry.
Desperate for food, the mother bobcat heads for new territory. She spies a ground squirrel. He's close to the safety of his den. This attack must be perfectly timed. Missed. Come out of there, you little varmint. That squirrel is safe, and you can bet he isn't going out anymore today. Maybe he forgot to lock his back door. No, he didn't forget. Mr. Badger's been watching, and he's not frightened. Mother's not too certain. He's dangerous and built like a baby bulldozer. She decides to attack from behind the bush. Junior, who's been watching, thinks he'll have a try. Maybe he can do better than Mother. But Mr. Badger is too big, and besides, right in the middle of a perfect stalk, little sister spoils it all.
I followed the family as they continued to hunt for food. In a nearby field, a porcupine is taking an afternoon stroll. Bobcats eat porcupines, but there's an art to it. Like opening a can with a blunt can opener. It all depends on how you go about it. One slip and you're in trouble. That's not the way. Now she's going to have trouble getting it out. Once you get one of those long quills in you, they work their way in deeper with every move you make. But she does get it out. Now all she has to do is to clean the wound. Well, she won't be having porcupine steaks tonight. I kept close to the female as she continued hunting. Near the forest, a young deer is browsing. It's unusual for bobcats to go after a healthy deer, but I can see that she's desperate. But the deer is too quick and too smart, and leads the bobcat a merry chase. The deer can keep this up for hours. Only once does the bobcat get close to her. By then, she's so tired that she hasn't the strength to close with her prey. The deer trots off to rejoin the rest of the herd, unharmed by the experience. leaving a weary and hungry bobcat to go looking for her kittens.
I was back in the field watching the kittens. They didn't seem to miss their mother. Suddenly, one of them spots a movement in the grass. A little mouse. Junior is after him. The mouse tries to hide, but Junior's learned his hunting lesson well. Rule 1, always keep your opponent off balance and keep after him. Never give up. At last, he did it. Junior has made his first kill. He can take care of himself. Now off to look for little sister and to show her what he caught. However, a baby fawn is taking up all of little sister's attention. She's watched mother hunting, and now she feels it's time to try it herself. This is the way to do it. Not a sound. He'll never know what hit him. What do you do when he walks off? Just keep following, I guess. That's what Mother does. Gee, he looks bigger from here. What do I do now? He's supposed to run away when he sees me. Now I've got him. But the fawn doesn't think this is funny. He gives her a swift kick and goes off to the shelter of the forest. She joins her brother, and together they go to look for Mother, who will continue to take them on hunting trips until they're old enough to rule their own bobcat kingdom. By now, our bobcats are completely familiar with their surroundings, but they still need to be on guard if they expect to survive the hazards of the wild kingdom. To hear the haunting call of a wild bobcat is an unforgettable experience. Whether it echoes off a canyon wall in the wilds of Utah or pierces the early morning calm of a dark Georgia swamp, it's an eerie sound that's unique in all the wild kingdom. Listen to what I mean. Amazingly, you may also hear this sound in an area as heavily populated as the Ramapo Mountains of New Jersey, only 30 miles from New York City. For even there, the bobcat, with his intelligence, cunning, and adaptability, successfully avoids man. Wherever his home, he will always remain wild and free, a total reflection of his natural environment, a lasting symbol of the wild kingdom.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Like what you saw? Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for more exclusive content. And visit our website at wildkingdom.com.